NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here. And I'm really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here too.
I miss you too, Ernie.
Yeah, me too. And tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And fellas, a new season about to begin. Clean slate. Plenty of hopes and dreams out there. Kenny, how do you spot a new legitimate contender?
I usually look for the team with good balance, where one guy isn't doing everything. One guy can facilitate everything, but he can't do everything. So offense, defense, balance, and they gotta have a big shot maker.
I look for unselfishness, guys playing with each other, mental toughness. No weak by the team has ever won a championship.
How about continuity, too? How about very little changeover from a team that was really good the previous year, may not have gone as far as they wanted, but returning the same bunch?
That helps.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah.
No need to add anything to that.
Continuity. Yeah. Kevin Harlan knows all about that.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
We are in Philadelphia, where the crowd is on their feet. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The fans here in Philadelphia ready to cheer on their 76ers in this interconference matchup. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Luke Walton played 10 seasons in the NBA, but it wasn't until near the end in 2011 that he started to consider coaching. Walton says, "I never thought about it until I hurt my back." Now, while he was out of action, Phil Jackson invited him to sit in on the coaches' meeting. Walton said, "I realized that I like that side of the game." Kevin, he succeeded Phil Jackson as head coach of the Lakers. Back to you.
It definitely did, David. He won titles when he played for the Lakers. Now he'll try to bring that winning mindset back to L.A. Clark, tonight in this matchup, young teams, not a lot of experience, and there are tough things for these young players to pick up as they make their journey, I know, through the NBA.
You're really right on top of it there, Kevin, because young players tend to be more emotional, and that doesn't always serve you well. Being poised and calm and confident is what you see from veteran players. Understanding game situations and having the presence of mind to be aware in all situations is part of what sometimes isn't prevalent with young players.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Caldwell Pope is the 2 with Ingram playing small forward. Engel is the 4 with Lopez in the middle. And it's Ball in at the 1. The Lakers on D. Outside, Redick, Embiid the screen. Here's Simmons. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And Simmons so deft with the floater, freezing the defense completely.
Pope has a screen. Caldwell Pope passes to Ingram. Caldwell Pope with a screen on Redick. Pope has a screen. Caldwell Pope for 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Caldwell Pope's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Fultz kicks to Embiid. Wide open shot is on the money. Embiid's got it getting this one.
Kevin, for a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
They They set the screen. Back to Caldwell Pope. Lopez, a screen on Redick. 5 on the clock. Here's Caldwell Pope. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And one of the more surprising moves this past offseason was when the Pistons let KCP go. Two sides couldn't see eye to eye on a contract, and eventually they let him be an unrestricted free agent.
He misses the free throw. And Greg, Caldwell Pope ultimately ends up on the Los Angeles player get renounced by his old team, the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, you just don't see that very often. And after the Bradley trade, the Pistons seemed ready to move on. Lucky for the Lakers to pick up a player like Caldwell Pope so late in free agency.
And he sinks the second.
And you really got to be in awe at the way that Kentavious Caldwell Pope plays defense. So disciplined in this era of three-point shooting to kind of stay home on fakes and playing great position defense. He just sticks to his man like glue.
Bucket is good.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Randall. The dish to Caldwell Pope. In the corner, it's Ingram. The 3. And again, the Lakers, no good. Now Caldwell Pope, it's not like he's playing defense on just anyone. Greg, he usually draws the opposing team's top scorer as his nightly assignment.
Yeah, and he's earned that responsibility because of his play. I mean, typically plays a ton of minutes and never slows down during the game. All around, fantastic defensively.
Picked by Randall. Randall with a screen for Ingram. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
A moment now to see the stats for Brook Lopez. Good season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 20 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground on him. That's good stuff.
And guys, the big fellas don't always capture the fans' imagination. But Clark, having that charisma makes a difference, and Joel Embiid has plenty of that.
Yes, he does. Charming and funny. I mean, from his love of Shirley Temple to his aspiration of learning to be a point guard, you never know quite what's going to come out of Joel's mouth. And he's enjoying social media, too. You got to be careful there, though. Two shots.
And he makes the first. Clark, I know that coaches have specific things they're looking to see this early in the season from their teams.
Yeah, I think you want to see players figuring out how to make the most of their talents. You want to help them figure out how best to plug into what their teammates are doing and who they are as individual players. And then you also want to see your team find ways to assert their will on the game, either offensively with pace or defensively with aggression. You know, the Sixers were heavily criticized for the so-called process, enduring the pain of losing big. People forget the prior decade when the team tried to contend, only won a single playoff series.
Now, here's Ball after Ben Simmons' miss. Randall with the ball. Ball kicks to Randall. Caldwell Pope pushes to Ingram. Fires the 3, and Ball gets it to go on the assist from Ingram. Ball's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Clark, it's true the Sixers were a team long stuck in the middle. Does that help explain why they employed such drastic measures to rebuild?
I think so, Kevin. Clearly, they tried getting there the usual way when you try to develop players and maybe add a key free agent here or there, and it didn't quite work. And the process was Plan B. And that process has really started to pay some dividends, so I don't blame them for trying.
The 76ers leading by 3. Outside, Simmons. Fultz the pass to Embiid. And Ball comes to help. Fultz kicks to Saric. Again, the miss by Saric. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Caldwell Pope. The 19-footer is on the money. Caldwell Pope's got 6.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
Fultz kicks to Simmons. Off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. Robert Covington's checked in for Ben Simmons. And then for the Lakers, Nancy's checked in for Randall. Bang comes in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Clarkson in for Ball. Philadelphia with the ball. Now here's Fultz. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Shot clock at 5. Fires from 14. Redick with the bucket.
Even with the man all in his jersey, Redick has the skill and concentration to make you pay on those jump shots. It's real simple for him.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 6 points for him. Pass to Clarkson. There's a good screen. A 3 ball. The shot comes out, so Philadelphia will take it the other way.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Back to Clarkson. Shoots the 3. Sinks the triple. Clarkson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now here's Embiid. He has 6. There's the triple. And that's good. J.J. Redick for 3. He has 7. And Lakers head coach Luke Walton got his start as an NBA coach in Golden State as a top assistant. He said, looking back, he would have paid to coach under Steve Kerr with everything he's learned.
Wow, that's a high compliment from Walton. Kerr and Walton have very similar personalities, too. I mean, both are pretty even-keeled, low-key kind of guys. And when Kerr's back surgery sidelined him, Walton led the Warriors to the best start in NBA history. Pretty amazing.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Richaun Holmes comes in for Saric. Nick Stauskas is checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. Now, here's Covington. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Johnson, the pass to Holmes. Floats one. Hits. Count that one from Stauskas.
Stauskas is a tough player to match up with for a lot of reasons. I mean, he shoots it well, he drives it well, he draws contact, but he's especially dangerous when he's dropping in these soft floaters.
And stolen by McConnell. .112 left here in the first quarter. Here's Holmes. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the 76ers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Holmes. And the Lakers, Greg, have acquired some intriguing young talent. Do you see this group blossoming into elite status?
I mean, there's still some question marks. Injuries have been an issue. I do see some all-star potential for some of their young fellas. Superstar potential, though, tougher to say. They've got something to build on, though, and that's key.
Now, here's McConnell. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Stauskas, and the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And it's a 10-point 76ers lead.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Zubac, the turnaround jumper, count it. Zubac has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, like in the vision of Caldwell Pope, look to get his guys going when they're open.
Now, here's McConnell. He's covered by Clarkson. Johnson the screen, just 5 to shoot. McConnell kicks to Covington. Here's Holmes, and so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this. J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans.
I think I'll forever be associated with Duke and Duke basketball. And obviously that's a polarizing topic for some people. They like me, some people don't like me. But I take a lot of pride in the fact that I went to school there, I got to play there, and I graduated from Duke.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
Listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And then listen, you can be known for a lot worse things in your life and having gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been, Kevin. I think it's about where he's going and what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, everything is sharp. I mean, nothing forced, precise passes, taking care of the ball. That's good stuff.
T.J. McConnell is out there with Stauskas. Then there's Anderson, and there's Rashawn Holmes, and it's Johnson in at the center. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Holmes has a screen. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Pass to Anderson. Now McConnell. Johnson right side. Basket counts. And the 76ers lead by 7.
You know, Amir Johnson is a problem inside. A big, powerful guy who's able to use his size well close to the bucket.
Lopez against Johnson. Lopez kicks to Nance. Now, here's Clarkson, guarded closer. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game, and that will be... Now, here's McConnell. He's covered by Clarkson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
And T.J. McConnell, undrafted out of Arizona, but he caught on with the Sixers, and I tell you what, made an immediate impact. Standing at about 6'2" and just over 200 pounds. He brings that physicality at the defensive end of the floor.
Shooting 2.
That's good from McConnell. And Greg, you were a defensive-minded guard. Do you see any similarities to what McConnell brings to the table?
You know, I love his toughness. He's got quick feet, a strong lower base, and, you know, he gets into you, and he racks up his fair share of steals because of it.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the 76ers. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Nick Stauskas. He's perfect from the line this time. Lakers trail by 9. Picked by Randall. Clarkson dishes the ball. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Lopez a screen. Shot clock at 6. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
And how about the 46th pick back in the 14 draft? Jordan Clarkson has certainly exceeded expectations thus far in his career. An athletic combo guard, he's really succeeded playing at both the 1 and 2.
Free throw good, Clarkson. And Greg, Jordan Clarkson, he has an offensive game, doesn't he?
He's able to shoot with range, and he can attack off the bounce as well. I think that enables him to kind of play on or off the ball. And I think he has a chance to be a really good two-way player in our league.
Anderson the screen. Outside, Simmons. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Lakers trail by 6. In the corner, it's Clarkson. He feeds it to Ball. Lopez a screen. Ball, the pass to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
The big fella with the big finish, Lopez.
Johnson the screen. Anderson outside. Kicks it to Simmons. Another miss by Philadelphia. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Lopez a screen. Johnson against Clarkson. That's short off the rim.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Luwawu. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Lakers trail by 6. Ball kicks to Randall. There's a good screen. He dishes it to Clarkson. They grab their own miss.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Here's Johnson. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. And Clark, when you think back to your career, what do you miss the most about playing in the National Basketball Association?
Well, you know, for me, Kevin, because my career was cut short due to injury, I missed the opportunity to see how good I could have been on a winning team, on a playoff team. Back in the early 80s, the Pacers were building towards that, and I never got a chance to be part of a playoff team. And the camaraderie you establish in going through the shared misery and joy of competing is something that's special and unique to sports, and you really don't find it in any other venue.
That's good from Johnson.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Embiid, he's checked in for Anderson. Korkmaz comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot, and it's Fulton for T.J. McConnell.
And that versatility that Johnson offers has a huge upside. He's mobile and strong enough that he can defend either front court position, and that's a great tool for any team to have.
Clarkson kicks the ball. The three-pointer, no good. The 76ers leading by 5. The feed to Embiid. Simmons dishes to Fultz. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Paul leading the way. Randall with the bucket.
Nice job. Very good rhythm. Randall on the catch and shoot.
76ers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Now here's Fultz. Tee right on him. It's tipped. Clarkson kicks to Randall. The putback. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his third rebound on the night. Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Clarkson, and that one's good. Korkmaz. Lakers trail by 5. Ball kicks to Randall. To the wing on the left, and no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And it's good, 2 points. 8 points for Joel Embiid.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Ball. Takes the 3, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And, he's yet to hit another 3 after nailing one in the first, but I don't think that's going to stop him from shooting.
Fultz the pass to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Embiid the screen. Lopez with the block.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Ball with it. Now guarded by Fultz. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Los Angeles with another miss.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Fultz. A putback, and Embiid is right there. Embiid's got 10 points.
No easy chore keeping the 7-footer off the glass. Embiid crashing with intentionality.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And Joel Embiid quickly emerging as one of the league's elite rim protectors. I mean, Coach Brett Brown called him the crown jewel, the centerpiece of their defense.
The 76ers will go for a different look here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Embiid. Sharch comes in for Amir Johnson. Robert Covington's checked in for Ben Simmons. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Korkmaz. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Nance comes in for Randall. Luol Deng is checked in for Ingram. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Jordan Clarkson. Now, here's Zubac. Shoots over Holmes. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Zubac. Redick against Caldwell Pope. Holmes kicks to Fultz. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. Such a wide open look. That's 10 points for J.J. Redick.
And Redick drains these shots constantly. I mean, senses and feels the separation and then capitalizes on it.
Pass to Zubac. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Covered by Redick. And stolen by Redick. And here we go. Sharch, the fast break chance. Basket good. And it's a 12-point Philadelphia lead.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed, heel, showing no mercy in transition their part.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll return shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. We have an exhilarated home crowd joining us for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaq. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are leading by 12. And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
You know what, Ernie? I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
Yeah, big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. The 76ers leading by 12.
Well, you know, historically, the Lakers have been a glamour franchise and have been able to attract top-tier free agents. The temptation exists to skip any rebuilding and instead look to reload with new stars. We'll see if that pays dividends going forward.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Randall is the 4 with Lopez in the middle. Ball runs point with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. Now here's Redick by Brook Lopez. Embiid with a screen on Lopez. Here's Fultz. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. Fultz has got the first field goal of the second half for the 76ers. And Coach Walton has said when you build from within, you control your own destiny. What do you think, Clark? Should they build slowly but surely or look to land the big free agent?
Well, I think you do a combination of the two, but slow and steady usually wins the race. I know in this day and age we want everything microwave, but one of the questions for the Lakers is how many of these young guys have real star potential? Who are those guys you can build around? And if you don't see it, the temptation grows stronger to go out and try to find that ready-made star.
Caldwell-Pope with a wide open look. Another miss by Caldwell-Pope.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Timeout called the Lakers. We look around the league at some of the younger talent, Clark, and there's a lot of great young players. Who do you think might make the jump to superstar status in a few short years?
I'll tell you what, if he can stay healthy, Joel Embiid is special. Man, Devin Booker I like, fun to watch, great shooter. But I'd give the nod to Joel Embiid. This guy is graceful, he's big, he's strong, and highly skilled.
Now let's check out the rebounds and where they're coming from. Here's a breakdown showing the front court and the back court rebounding numbers for Philadelphia.
And their bigs are doing the heavy lifting on the boards. Everybody's handling their business right now, and that's why we see them out with a comfortable lead.
Here's Ball. There's the pass to Ingram. Lopez left side. Pulls up on the wing, and Caldwell-Pope gets the basket. Caldwell-Pope's got 11 points.
And Caldwell-Pope, a solid shooter, and I think he'll only get better with time.
Simmons on the wing. Count it. Simmons got his second bucket of the night.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
And here is Ball. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Embiid.
You know, in some ways, Julius Randle is a throwback power forward. He's a rugged rebounder, runs the floor well, scores it inside, but he's got ball handling and passing skills that are above average.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Randall. And Randall very skilled with the ball in his hands. He can rip and run.
Yeah, he's excellent in transition. That's where he thrives because he can put it on the floor well enough to get baskets for himself or create for others. And I think he's just got to refine and improve his own shot-making ability from the perimeter. And if that happens, watch out.
Both good from the line that time. More and more we see coaches resting players to keep them from getting overworked. The benefits, Clark, are clear for the players, but is it something that is getting overused?
I don't know if overused is the right word, Kevin. I don't like to see it as much because I think there are other ways you can rest players. Games can be part of your strategy, but how about practice being more part of how you rest players? It got an awful lot of attention this past season, and for good reason. And I would think the coaches and players will adjust because it's not a good optics for your viewing public and your paying patrons to just arbitrarily do it. I understand it, but I think there's a balancing act that could be performed that would make it not appear as disruptive to the fans as it was this past season.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Was shot by Reddick, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Embiid the screen. Here's Sharge. Rozier clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul against the Lakers. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Dog. At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. And the 76ers with some changes. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Reddick. And it's Korkmaz in for T.J. McConnell. The Lakers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Nance comes in for Randall. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Ball. And the second free throw, good.
A lot of losing in Philadelphia, just 47 wins over 3 seasons from 2013 to 2016. That's the second worst 3-year stretch in NBA history.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 6. Back to Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. No good from outside. And Clark, for the Sixers, it seems they're finally headed in the right direction.
Well, I think that's the benefit of patience and all of those high draft picks, Kevin. I mean, some people don't like how they did it, but they rebuilt the roster from the ground up, and I think it gives them a strong foundation going forward.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Hey, Kevin, no idea what happened there, quite honestly. I mean, it seemed like he just mistimed that pass.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the 76ers. Robert Covington comes in for Anderson, and the Lakers also making a switch. Deng's checked in, and the Lakers call time here. And Clark, if you're a player on a cold streak, either in a game or over a couple games, does that tend to stay with you and get in your head?
You know, it's been so long since I played, Kevin. I would like to think that it didn't with me because the games came so fast. You're playing 3, 4, 5 times a week. You don't have time to loiter on a good game or bad game because the next one is on top of you. So I typically was able to get on to the next play within a game and to the next game after the prior game.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
Now Clarkson, he's got 6. Dishes it to Caldwell Pope. Now, here's Clarkson. Defense right on him. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Clarkson's got 8.
You know, the defense was there, but Clarkson fearless inside.
Passes to Llewellyn. He kicks it to Sharge. Shoots over Zubats. Another miss by Philadelphia. Lakers trail by 9. Outside Dang. Here's Clarkson. Got it. Good job in the low post. Clarkson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
Here's Llewellyn. After the basket by the Lakers. Just 4 to shoot. Sharge, that's good. Sharge has got his second bucket.
You love to see the turnaround.
The Lakers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Caldwell Pope dishes to Nance. Back to Caldwell Pope. Nance a screen. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Off target with his 3.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Sharge passes to Korkmaz. Covington against Clarkson. Pass to Holmes. And the rejection by Zubats. Dang kicks to Clarkson. Nance outside. Clarkson dishes to Dang. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Jordan Clarkson, a second rounder out of Missouri. He's got some offensive talent.
Yes, he does. I love his game. He's solid as a jump shooter. He's athletic, can make plays for others. His defense continues to get better. He brings a lot to the table. I like this young man's game a lot.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. And when you look at the Sixers, Clark, that very young roster, how soon do you think it'll all come together?
Well, they've got a lot of good pieces, particularly with the superstar potential of Embiid and Simmons, if they're able to stay healthy. The playoffs might not be too far away as far as contending for a title. Way too early to project that.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
Really a good free throw shooter. You'd like to see Clarkson get to the line even more because of that.
Nance against Simmons. Shoots off the screen. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Tries from the block, and the shot is long. Lakers trail by 9. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And he's good on the 3-ball. Caldwell Pope's got 14 points for the game.
He had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Now here's Fultz, guarded closely. It's it to Covington. A 3-ball. That shot misses. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 17-7 run. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. There's Here's the dish to Fultz. Back to Covington. No good from Simmons. And so it's Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Lakers trail by 6. Covington and Simmons, the duo at forward. Fultz is out there with Stauskas. And it's Saric in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. It's stolen by Saric. Now here's Fultz. Tight defense on him. He feeds it to Saric. Lays it up off the glass. Saric has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the 76ers. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten down in transition.
Now here's Simmons. Larry Nance unable to get his shot to go. Fultz kicks to Covington. Clock at 6. Screen by Saric. Covington's shot is off.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And it's Ball in the corner. Kicks to Caldwell Pope. Nance a screen. Now here's Ball. Defense is right there. Trains the three-pointer.
And, you know, even when the defense is right up into Ball, he still finds a way to use his size to get up over him, and that takes concentration.
Fultz the pass to Covington. He dishes it to Simmons. Screen by Saric. With the teardrop, Covington's shot is off. Lakers trail by 5. And it's Ball in the corner. Back to Dang. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Dang. A 3, and there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight for Philadelphia. They've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And the 76ers call time here.
And, you know, so often we hear a player coming out as an elite athlete, is an elite basketball brain. I mean, this guy sees everything on the court, a terrific passer, but more importantly, he's a guy that players like playing with. He really approaches the game like a 10-year vet.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid comes in for Robert Covington, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Nick Stauskas. The Lakers also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Zubac. Julius Randle comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Ingram in for Luol Deng. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
And with Lonzo Ball, you've heard all the comparisons to Jason Kidd as how he plays and views things as if it's a chess match. Greg, pretty good company to be in.
I tell you, that just shows the lofty expectations Ball has been saddled with, and he's the ultimate team player and plays to win. There are questions about his game, but what I always say is the fact that the players he plays with tend to play their best basketball, which I think is a reflection of his game.
And the Lakers, Greg, for a long time could rely on the lure of Los Angeles to draw top free agents. History does a lot, it seems.
Yeah, Paul George listing them on his short list shows they still have that pull, but the Lakers will be big players in free agency, I believe, in the near future.
You know, you got gotta love watching Embiid play the game because he has such great passion and really a drive to be great.
Ball with it. Now the feed to Caldwell Pope. Randall dishes to Ingram. 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. For the 3. No good. Great D that time from Reddick. And Simmons kicks to Saric.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Dario Saric. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Now the Lakers last season, the worst defensive team in the NBA. Again, offense was... Clark, what's the key for them offensively?
Well, I think a couple of things. One, ball movement, utilizing everybody. Last season, they were bottom 5 in assists, top 5 in turnovers, and that ratio, those numbers, not conducive to good offense.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. There's the pick. Pick by Randall. Caldwell Pope passes the ball. Clock at 6. Back to Caldwell Pope. Buries it from 3-point range. Caldwell Pope's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for the Lakers. Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Fultz dishes to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Embiid is a very assertive player, a player who fights the defense on these contact finishes and does so with confidence.
Now, here's Ball. Pick by Randall. Caldwell Pope against Reddick. Lopez, a screen on Embiid. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Caldwell Pope's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Embiid the screen. And Reddick kicks to Simmons. To the middle. He's looking for Embiid and finds him right on the bucket.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now here's Caldwell Pope, picked by Randall. Here's Ball. That's short off the rim.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and you know, the ball moves faster than anybody's can, so that great ball movement and decision-making, they're making all the right moves, Greg.
Timeout called the Lakers. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Joel Embiid.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. Ball, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Pope has a screen. Caldwell Pope kicks the ball. Back to Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A Baseline J, and again, the Lakers no good. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 14-5 run here. Fultz kicks to charge. Pass to Redick. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid, no good.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Now here's Fultz, and the shot goes in from Embiid.
And you can see how comfortable Embiid is, feeling like nobody can guard him in the paint, and he's right.
They set the pick. Caldwell Pope kicks to Ball. Lopez a screen. Ball dishes to Lopez. Fires from deep. Ball no good. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the 76ers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And had significant points in this game. They just stayed committed to their brand of basketball. And that's why they'll be taking the front end of this 3-game season series against Los Angeles.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards. Yeah, KCP steady there at the line. Nice work to draw the contact.
Shoot 2.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Nance comes in for Julius Randle. Luol Deng is checked in for Ingram. And it's Clarkson in for Ball. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The pass to Llewellyn. Here's Holmes. Here is Anderson. Nance gets the rebound.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yep, this one's a wrap, partner.
Here's Clarkson. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Korkmaz. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So